Do you want to know how you can have the law of attraction working for you every second of the day? Well, the answer is in how your subconscious mind works. And today, that's what we're going to talk about. Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So I love the subconscious mind. I'm a neurolinguistic programming practitioner and a hypnotherapist, and I love everything to do with the subconscious mind. Now, I'm going to teach you 2 things about your subconscious mind, and once you learn these, the possibilities are going to be endless of what you can create. You're going to be creating every second of the day, and you're going to be able to create whatever you want. Things are just going to come to you easily and effortlessly. I know this because this happens to me all the time. That's because I know these 2 things I'm going to tell you right now about the subconscious mind. Okay. And yeah, that's right. Let's start with that. Okay. So the first thing about your subconscious mind is it only sees in pictures. Okay. It only visualizes. That's it. Now, maybe some of you guys are like, oh, I don't visualize all that well. Even if you can't consciously visualize, your subconscious mind only sees in pictures. That's the first thing. The second thing is your subconscious mind does not hear negatives. It just doesn't. It can't. It only sees pictures. So negatives don't exist in our subconscious mind. Okay? Now, here's an example. If I was to say to you right now, don't think of a blue duck. What did you just think about? A blue duck. Okay, maybe you didn't think of a blue duck, but you thought of a duck, whether it was orange, pink, purple, yellow, something. You thought of a duck. Okay, you may even have had one of those, no smoking things around it. But the point is you visualized it, okay? So here's a really good example. A lot of parents will know this. Parents with kids, you give your kid a glass of juice and you say, don't spill the juice. What's the first thing that normally goes down? The juice all over the floor. That's because when we say something like, don't spill the juice, automatically we get a picture in our mind of the juice hitting the floor. That's what we create visually when we hear that. Okay. So that's the secret is we don't hear negatives. Our subconscious mind doesn't hear negatives. That's why it is so important to state things in the positive. Now, Amanda, you said that I'm going to be able to create every minute of the day with the law of attraction with this information. Absolutely. Because when we focus on what we don't want, we're getting, and we say, I don't want to be late. We're creating an image of being late. I don't want us to get stuck in traffic. I don't want there to be heavy traffic. We're getting an image of that in our head. So how do we get to create every second of the day? Well, we avoid using negatives. Now that you know your subconscious mind doesn't hear negatives and how it works, the next step is to actually be aware all day long. So let's say you're going to a play tonight and you're like, okay, of course you don't want to be late and you don't want to be stuck in traffic. Nobody does, right? So instead of saying that or thinking that, you want to think it in the positive or say it in the positive. I intend to get to the play on time. I intend for the roads to be clear. I intend, for there to be very light traffic, if any at all, right? So these are the things you want to do all day is be consciously aware and stop yourself from using negatives. And I do this every day. And it's just those little passing thoughts that come along. Oh, I intend for the steak I buy at the grocery store to be on sale. And, instead of saying, oh, well, I don't want to pay a lot for dinner, right? There's a don't, right? So the picture is paying a lot for dinner. I intend to get a coupon to go to this restaurant, or I intend for the steak to be on sale, or I intend for everything at the grocery store to be on sale. So to really stop yourself minute to minute, and just to be consciously aware of when you're using negatives and be very aware to change them into positives and right in the moment. And every time you do that, you're going to be reprogramming your subconscious mind and putting out everything that you're creating second by second out there. So a lot of times I don't even need to sit home at the end of the day and write a bunch of affirmations out and intentions of what I want, because all day long I'm focusing on what I want and stating it in the positive. Now, you know what? It's not even going to take that long to get in the habit of this. Okay. Just today, actually, I said, I was out with my boyfriend and it was like, remember the paperwork, remember. I never say, don't forget this, because again, take out the word don't, right? Forget this, right? So, don't forget to pick up the milk. We're really saying forget to pick up the milk, and then they come home with no milk, right? So you want to say, remember to pick up the milk, remember to do this. Remember to pick up the keys, right? So we want to state things in the positive. And just only after, it takes about maybe a week, it took me about a week to really get in the habit of it. And then once you're in the habit of it, you're just going to naturally do it. You're not going to need to monitor yourself. So that's the challenge for this week. This week, just take the whole entire week and just focus on stating things in the positive and avoid using words like don't, can't, those negative sort of words, and state everything in the positive. And once you just keep on yourself for about 7 days on it, maybe even do it for a little bit more if you need a bit more. I find I need about 7 days to create a habit. And eventually you'll just be doing it naturally, and every thought that you have will just powerfully call back everything that you want to yourself. And it's so easily and effortlessly, it just happens because just in those moment to moments when you're not even really thinking about much of anything, and you're stating things in the positive, you're just automatically creating what you actually want rather than what you don't want. So yeah, that's the secret of how the subconscious mind works. And you know what? If you're taking on this challenge and you do it, please comment down below how it works out for you and how good you feel and how, let me know what's going on. Anyways, you know what? Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Until Wednesday, everybody create something wonderful in your lives. Bye.